Number 11, NC State women's basketball lost last night. 91-72 to unranked Florida State. This was the only upset on the women's side and men's side last night. The men's side had a few games like the Gonzaga game, for sure, that they won, but only by a point. I mean, 75-74 for that one. But as for this upset, what happened? Florida State scored 43 points in the first half, 28 in the first, 15 in the second. NC State scored 33 overall in the first half, 19 points in the first, 14 in the second quarter. Third quarter, Florida State scored 31 points, but NC State scored 14. In the fourth quarter, though, NC State scored 18 points, but Florida State scored 17. That ain't going to get the job done. I mean, sorry. But seriously, NC State didn't shoot the ball good at all in this game. I mean, 37.7% from the field, 29 for 77 overall, 8 for 29 on threes, which is 27.6%, 6 for 8 on free throws, 31 rebounds, 10 of those offensive, 17 assists, 7 steals, 4 blocks, only committed 4 turnovers, 14 fouls. Okay, that's 19, 28, 35, 47 points off the bench. Wait a minute. I know NC State starters only scored 25 points. So, yeah. That's not good at all. I mean, that's 28, 30. Yeah, that's not good at all. While Florida State scored, okay, that's 16 points. So Florida State starters did a lot more than NC State starters by far. I mean, they shot the ball better too. 55.6%, 35 for 63 overall. 14 less shots, but they made more shots. 7 for 18 on threes, which is 38.9%. 14 for 17 on free throws, which is 82.4%. 45 rebounds in the game, 7 of those offensive. 16 assists. Granted, it's not as good as NC State, but 1 steal, that's not as good as NC State. 4 blocks, 13 turnovers. You got to work on that, but that's besides the point. You still won the game. And 13 fouls. So, definitely a lot. The shooting and the defense didn't show up for NC State in this game. Now, the question is, does NC State lose back-to-back games? They got number 22 North Carolina coming up on the road. They better beware. I mean, then they have Miami, Florida, that's 11-6. Then the following game at Louisville, that's 13-6. Then they host number 7 Notre Dame, which, yikes, you know. And one other game is 9-8 Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech should be a W for them. But the other games, not necessarily. Now, for Florida State, on the other hand, don't be shocked if they're receiving more votes or even ranked. Don't be. They host 13-6 Louisville. That's not going to be an easy game. On the road to Virginia, that's 13-4. And I know they have an injury that's out for the year with the knee. And yeah, so I posted a note about that recently. They have 7-9 Pitt at home. They better not lose that game. They shouldn't. On the road, the number 7 Notre Dame. That's not going to be an easy game. And then number 16 Duke. That's 15-1. So really just one easy game for both teams. The rest, I wouldn't consider them easy by any stretch. Though Florida State, I think they should beat Virginia, but because of the injury loss for Virginia, but you never know. But based on records, that makes a lot more sense for both teams to at least have one win in the next 5. At least one. And remember, Louisville was a top 10 team, even top 25 at one point during the year, but clearly they've fallen off some. And they're trying to get back in. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. I see you guys there. It's going to 500 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go.